EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to one of our favorite spots, venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. This was the scene a moment ago as the Bears emerged from their tunnel. Ready for football are they, and ready for football are we as the Bears get set to match up with the Minnesota Vikings.
Eddie Pinheiro to kick off for Chicago.
The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. Wishing he had a mulligan. That's not... How you want to start the game?
Not at all, because not only do you give up the penalty and good field position, but it just kills the momentum of your team as you start a game.
Cousins gives way to Cook. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
And it's pretty evident when you watch how Minnesota plays, just how important Dalvin Cook is to their offense. A 1,000-yard rusher a year before, the first one the Vikings had since Adrian Peterson was dominating their carries. And having Cook in the lineup for the bulk of the season, that made Minnesota exactly what their head coach Mike Zimmer wanted them to be. A much more physical team that complemented their defense.
They run again on first down. Cook. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 50-yard line.
Second and 11. But not before getting this inside the 30. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Down at the 26. 24-yard gain on the play. First down, Vikings.
A first down throw for Cousins. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
And the Vikings first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. First down, here's the run with Cook. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Cook, the ball carrier.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
At the Bears' 14-yard line.
On second down, it's Cook, and he will score. Touchdown, Vikings.
touchdown.
Dalvin Cook, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings have taken a first-quarter lead. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
Their own 27-yard line.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 27. He'll throw from the gun. That's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
22-yard line.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Now the first carry for Bryce Love. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
Bryce Love, the ball.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Trubisky's pass is caught by Ridley. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one. They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
On 2nd down, Love. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
They'll run again with Love on first down. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears.
Chicago Bears. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
6-0 our score after 1.
With the score, Vikings 6, Bears nothing.
On first down, here's Love. Eric Kendricks in on the tackle.
Eric Kendricks.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
That is caught at the 7-yard line.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
Made at the 5-yard line.
Working with 2nd and 5 now.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
They'll hand it off. It's Love. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all.
The ball carrier taken down.
2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4 down territory.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
No movement from the field goal unit. They've got 4 full yards to go here on 4th and goal to hit pay dirt, but they're going to go for it. They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
1st down, Minnesota.
So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now Cousins. Setting up the screen for Cook. A good 1st down call as the screenplay gets him 9.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down.
A gain of 1 yard. 1st down, Vikings.
2 minutes remaining in this 1st half of football. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down, but a nice little gain. So after the penalty, now they need just a yard on 2nd down. Handoff comes to Cook. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Heck of a move, and then brought down near the 23. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game the play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time. From the gun, here's Cousins. Buying time to his left. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
So I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only able to pick up a yard, and that's going to leave him with a long 4th and goal. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
Dan Bailey for the Vikings field goal.
Bailey's kick is good, and that will make our score 9-0. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
This is up and good from Pinheiro. And they are on the board. It's now 9-3. So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally, because they've done all or nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. On second down now, it's Love, and he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. This is Love. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
32-yard line.
On 2nd and 12, Trubisky. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And he'll get it down here to the 43. That catch good for only a couple.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
2nd down and 8. Trubisky will throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Love. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 11 yards there, first down. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Trubisky to throw again. He's got the lane, and there he goes. The 20, 10, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
They were in a very good position to come up with a go-ahead score there. A really good drive. Instead, it turns into 6 points going the other way. Psychologically, I don't know what that's going to do to them.
So as a coach, you're looking at that as at least a 10-point swing, right? Because they had the field goal in their back pocket.
They certainly did, and you're right. At least a 10-point swing, maybe more.
Returnable here for Davis. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
The ball carrier.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And that is incomplete.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face. Coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
They'll indeed go for it with Trubisky. And Robinson with a big catch. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So not only did they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Terrell Suggs in on the tackle.
It's 2nd and 8.
2nd and 8.
6-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Trubisky. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Minnesota.
That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them into the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
And they'll watch this one fall in the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And just looking ahead, it would appear that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on third down. And you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. The Bears on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Now Trubisky. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line. Another solid game-changing play for this defense with the interception. At this point, though, I don't know that it's game-changing. I mean, they've got this one in firm control.
And you always hear about, you know, those stories about someone left their game plan behind and maybe you...
And Thielen's got it. Touchdown, Vikings.
Complete to number 19.
Adam Thielen. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Vikings capitalize on this short field as they take it in for 6. The PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 22.
Check. Mike 54. Mike 54. All day.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Looking right sideline. That's complete. And he will finally be taken down, but not before he reaches the 38. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. The throw over the middle taken in. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Right back to him for 10 more and a first.
Chicago Bears. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54.
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been in the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
2-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
58. Here we go.
And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
3rd down.
So now a 3rd and 7, and defensively, it's a dime look. 6 DBs. Working out of the gun, Cousins. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big gain of 31 on 3rd down.
31 yards.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Forced out to his left. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down.
Well, partner, nothing but praise from me for this offense. They have been tremendous all night long. They knew what they had to do to unlock the defense. And let's face it, this has been a master class in offensive football that we've been here to witness.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
They run it again with Cook. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And this offense is running away with this one. Now Bailey to tack on the extra point. Whoa! He just yanked that one well to the left and no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking, but I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't